Hey, listen, there's something I gotta say. Okay, obviously, I just got out of the shower. I'm well aware that this topic is touchy. I'm gonna ask us all to leave our emotions at the door. I know that's very hard to do. We're humans. Emotions come with part of being human. But let's try to use logic and fact, okay? As much as we can. This message is going to be to those that are in the LGBTQIA community. This is probably not what you think it's going to be. But I want to talk directly to you, and I'm not good at looking at the camera. It's awkward for me. But I really want you to hear this, and I want you to see my eyes and see my heart, hopefully. First of all, I want to tell you I love you. I love you. You're not broken. You're not unworthy. You're not any of those things. It's time somebody had the guts to look you in the eyes, so to speak, and tell you the truth. There was a mistake made. There was a mistake made. But it was when you were made to feel like you had to change to be accepted. The devil's good at blinding and contorting and twisting. And you can't even see that your whole movement, trying to find your identity, trying to find your place in this life, trying to feel whole finally and where you're supposed to be, your tribe. I know because I looked for it. The problem is that the mistake is in making you feel like you had to change to be loved. That's where the mistake was. And your whole movement kind of nullifies its own self, because to achieve full acceptance, you must become something other than what you truly are. And you're not accepted or loved or worthy or special until you do so. You're literally having to change everything about yourself to feel that way. And then you still feel empty. I have more experience in this department than you would think. I don't come from judgment. I come from understanding. And I come from finding the answer. I'm on the other side of filling that hole, finding acceptance, finding my tribe. What you have to understand is that lies with the Lord. And I know you don't want to hear that, but that's because you're in the world that's ran by the devil. I want to tell you something. Everybody has sexual proclivities. We all are tempted with certain things, especially when you're living in that world and you're not trying to abstain at all. You're diving head first and eating and drinking it all in. Because you have a proclivity to an attraction to anything or anyone, doesn't mean you have to act on it. We all have urges. We all do. Your identity is not found in yourself. I promise you'll never be happy as long as you're looking to yourself for your identity. Nothing made me happy. I went the spiritual new age route. I was a third circle yogi. I've got a foot tall Om tattooed on my back. I didn't want nothing to do with the Lord. I experimented with everything. I searched for it. I changed everything about myself. Was never loved and accepted. And if it was temporary and it was conditional. Because if I ever just wanted to be me, well, you've changed. You're not you anymore. Ask people who detransition if the community still accepts them. Because you're no longer what they want. Is that true acceptance? No. You don't have to change to be accepted or loved. You're perfect the way you are. I promise. With all your flaws, with all your insecurities, with every part of your body that you do not like, you're perfect. And you're beautiful, and you are loved, and you have a purpose. You want to know why you're miserable and you have that hole? Because God, when He put you into this world, He set you in here with a purpose, a will for your life. And when you're not in that, it's like you're wandering in a room with no sight, and you're feeling around and you can't find anything to fill. You're just completely lost, wandering around aimlessly, hoping to find an exit or an answer. And all the answers lie with Him. It's like if I found the cure to cancer and everybody around me had cancer and was searching for the cure, and they couldn't find it, and they were going to clinics, they were going to try this, they were trying this and doing this, and I had the answer. Would I not die trying to scream it from the rooftops? Absolutely. And I come from that place. I'm not somebody sitting here that lived a perfect life, always raised in church and just did the great things. Baby, yeah, name it, I've done it. And I'm not proud of that. But all of that shows where the Lord can bring you from. I used to be the worst addict you'd ever seen. You couldn't have your pocketbook open around me, leave it unattended. Shoot, even if it's closed, I was so good I could figure it out. Only thing I cared about was a fix. My life revolved around being an addict. Had nothing to show for my name, and I owed everybody in the country. I was a tornado coming towards you. Quit, sissy. And the Lord, not being a yogi, not New Age, not changing myself, not when I looked like a bombshell, not when I focused on my career and had money. The only thing that stuck and filled the hole and gave me answers was the Lord. And He has completely changed my path. People say, oh, you can't really know. We're all just trying to find our way. No, 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 no. I tried it all else. He's the answer. Only one thing changed my life. I am the proof. Look at me. Not what I've done, but look what He did for me. And He'll do the same for you. Now, it doesn't mean that it's a cakewalk, and it doesn't mean that you don't have to do anything. We have a responsibility. But I just think it's important, because we're about out of time, that somebody tells you the truth, friend. And I love you either way. It's how it's supposed to be. You don't love the sin, but you love the person. You love them enough to tell them the truth. Because I promise you, there'll be a day you wake up and you realize that all the people that were egging you on in sin and debauchery and just eating it up, they were all wrong. Go check some of the famous people who died atheists on their deathbed. Check what they said. Don't be one of those. My inbox is open if you need somebody to pray with you. It'll stay confidential. Nobody will know. And I know you can't know that, but I want you to know that my only goal is people making it to heaven and letting them know they're loved, man. The church has earned its name of being a hypocrite, and there's no hate like Christian love. We've earned that because we got that title in earnest. That's exactly how we've been, and I'm trying to show people a different way. There's a middle ground. You don't have to be okay with sin, but you don't have to hate the person either. I love you. If you need to talk or pray, please message me, and I'll do my best to see it.